Good morning, you guys, and welcome to Cup of Joe with Jordy. And today I have dragged in.
That's right, John.
I hope you guys are having a good one out there. We are super excited to get this Friday started off with you guys. We're going to be coming at you live all day long on your Pilot TVs, Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgame.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, and Twitch. Both of our channel names on there are MegaSota for you guys.
That's right, and you might be watching on some shiny new Pilot TVs because we recently installed them at a lot of new locations. And these places include Elks Lodge over in Red Wing, Main Street Bar in Hopkins, the Blacktop Bar and Grill, Darv's Pub, Corner Bar in Goodhue, Ambiance in Albion, Old 16, and Shenanigans Cheer and Chow.
Oh, yeah, and we have even more getting installed as we speak, so stay tuned for next week when I think we might be having an updated list.
Oh, awesome stuff.
Yeah, that'd be super exciting. But you know what's really exciting? The jackpots we have on the line today.
Oh, yeah, they're looking really good. I mean, we're starting off with a crazy one in Vikings Bingo, the 25-cent cards. We're playing it from 12 to 1 today, and you can get that $8,080. I wanted to say 800.
I know.
$8,080 jackpot.
Every time there is a $1,000 increment that doesn't have the 100 but has either tens or even a single dollar added on, it's so hard to say it correctly.
To skip over the 100 mark.
It is. I feel like anytime there is, at least one of us messes up.
Oh my goodness, I know. But $8,080 on that Vikings Bingo jackpot, and you can get it like always in 52 balls or less.
Oh yeah, but that 25-cent card jackpot hunter is definitely something you need to be playing around for because that major is already at $6,888, just shy of $7,000 at a 53 ball count for you guys.
That's awesome. And then we got the 25-cent cards again. It's the minor this time, and it's at $45 and 52 balls or less to start off the day. So in only like $5 more, it will be clicking up to 56 balls.
Yeah, that's going to be clicking up in that very second game, I'm sure, if it doesn't go out in that first one. So definitely come out primed and ready right at 1 o'clock for that. But you definitely want to stick around because right at 4 o'clock, that's when we have our Jackpot Hunter $1 edition. And that minor is starting out the day at $176 with a 56 ball count for you guys.
Wow, that definitely looks pretty good to start the day off. But we have some, it's a really crazy prize in the next game. It's the Skull Bingo $1 cards.
Yeah.
It is the coverall. It is insane. It's at over $51,000. It's so crazy right now, and you can get in 50 balls or less.
I know. I can't believe it hasn't gone out already. When I saw it at the $49,000 mark, I was like, oh, it's probably going to be going out soon, but it's just waiting for that lucky player. So guys, definitely come out and try your hand, and maybe you'll be as lucky as our jackpot winners from yesterday.
That's right, because we had Jay Sarah over at Blue Line Sports Bar and Grill winning $4,460. Nice job, Jay Sarah.
Nicely done. I wonder what jackpot that was in.
Oh, I'm not too sure. That might have been do you think it was the major in the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent cards?
It might have been.
Yeah,
Oh wait, no, the major's still clicking up over 6,000. This might be the second prize in Skull Bingo, maybe.
Yeah, the line prize, or the large frame prize. Yeah, that's pretty crazy stuff. So good job, Jay Sarah. And then we had a second jackpot go out over at Elmdale's watering hole, and it was Daryl W. Winning $962. So nice job, Daryl. Nice job, Jay Sarah.
Oh yeah, but our jackpots don't stop there. But because our $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter winners, they've been giving out so many jackpots under that $600 mark, they don't get to count towards our rolling jackpot total, but we still want to showcase those winners. And yesterday during our happy hour show, we had Slappy over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards winning $560, almost hitting that $600 jackpot mark.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Slappy starting off the day right. But then we carried on over to Concordia Lanes, and it was TSF that won another one, and it was worth over $442 on that one.
Nicely done. But we also had Big D rounding out the night over at Don's Corner Bar Dundas, winning $383 yesterday.
Sweet. Always love to hit the three jackpot mark. That's always what we want to get to. And then, of course, we had the 4 jackpot mark, which is always awesome to hit. But enough talking about bingo jackpots because we got some ETAP stuff to talk about. Right now we're listening to Vegas, but we just released a new one, and it's called Roaring 20s. It's a lot of fun. You can time travel into 1920 and use standard decks with smaller prizes, or you can blast on into the future, into the 2020s, and play some more volatile decks with a higher chance of larger prizes.
Oh, yeah, it's a ton of fun. I mean, even the time travel sequence alone is reason enough to check it out. So definitely go and try your hand at Roaring 20s. But if you're in Adina, Minnesota. We are going to be checking in the weather to see what it's looking like today.
Okay, it's looking like a pretty wintry type day. It's mainly cloudy with some snow showers around this morning. It's going to be a high of 10 degrees Fahrenheit with winds that can range from 10 to 20 miles per hour. The chance of snow is looking like 70%.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty snowy day and leading into a pretty genuinely partly cloudy night. It's going to give way to cloudy skies pretty late into the night, and a low of -7 is expected for nighttime tonight. But that breeze is going to be calming down a little bit to going from 5 to 10 miles per hour. So it's going to be a pretty cold, chilly day.
Okay. And it's going to be a waxing crescent moon tonight, if you can see it. I don't know if it will be too cloudy with the snow.
Yeah, it might be a little cloudy, but it is going to be a waxing crescent. You guys just had a new moon not too long ago, and so we're working our way towards that half moon.
That's right. Definitely going to be a little celebration when we get there. But we're starting off this bingo day with some Vikings bingo today. We play it from 12 to 1. It's the 25-cent cards. We were talking about that jackpot just a couple seconds ago. It's pretty crazy. It's over $8,080. You can get it in 52 balls or less, like always.
Oh, yeah, and as you guys are playing, that's how you guys are earning points towards the Twiking zone. And we've had some shakeups happening as we had Bobo, one of our big-time players over at Corner Bar Goodhue, getting pushed back to 10th place.
Wow, it's some crazy stuff for sure. And actually dropping out of an 8th place tie, it was Pooba over at Muddy Cow Oak Park Heights. And then rising out of the tie and making their own spot in 8th place, it's Rodway over at Broadway Pizza in Blaine.
Yeah, but we also had yet another player getting kicked out of a tie as Sinbob got pushed back to 7th as Steve and Yo-Yo were able to keep attaining the same amount of points and separating them from Sinbob.
Yeah, that's right. And we had a final switch up in the top 3 of the standings, and it was Scrabby and Elsa switching spots.
Yeah.
Scrabby was in 2nd place. Now Elsa took his place in 2nd place with Scrabby falling to 3rd.
We're definitely going to have to see what happens today because I know Elsa and Loser Dave have been out to play pretty much every single day, and I know she's coming for that 1st place spot, and so it's going to be super exciting. I know you and Ian are going to be going on for Vikings Bingo.
That's right.
So you guys definitely have to let me know what happens.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, with that point gap, only about 3,000 points,
yeah.
Anything
That's
can happen.
one must go away from tying it up.
That's right. So definitely going to be pretty crazy. But these location standings are pretty competitive as well because so we do have a little shake up in the top half of the standings.
Yeah.
It was a former tie in 7th place. Now Titan Sports Saloon and Eagles Rochester were in 7th. Eagles Rochester got booted up to 8th, and Titan Sports Saloon was able to join a tie in 6th with Atomic Star Tavern.
I know, they traded one for another of our 2 bigger locations, and so we're going to have to see who can break out of that. I know Elsa is a tried and true Titan Sports Saloon player, but we have Bryzo at Atomic Star Tavern pretty much every day as well, so I know they're going to be neck and neck trying to get those points.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But other than that, we have 2nd place, our place on 3rd, finally getting into the 100,000 point club and starting to, make that lead a little bit less crazy from 2nd to 1st place.
I know, but we still have that same point difference between our 3rd place location and our 1st place location with 100,000 points exactly separating them. I think that is insane. As American Legion Fridley in 3rd is 17,000 points away from the 100,000 point club. VFW Spring Lake Park is 17,000 away from the 200,000 point club.
Yeah, that is just some crazy stuff. But great job to everybody playing at VFW Spring Lake Park. You guys have been going off this season.
Absolutely. And like we said earlier, we're listening to a little bit of Vegas. Vegas right now, it's a ton of fun. You definitely want to try your hand. There's bright colors. There's the floral, the flower. What are they called?
Oh, I don't even know. Like little poof things on their head.
Yeah, they're like the go-go dancers with like the fing,
That's right. Kind of look like peacock.
Yeah,
tails.
they are.
Yeah. That's
I
right.
think, that might be the point.
It might just be it. But of course, if you don't feel like playing Vegas, we have over 50 different charitable e-tab games you guys can try out. They're all a lot of fun with a lot of different themes and stuff too.
Yeah.
But you can play any of them anytime to win huge prizes up to $1,500. All of these games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 and awesome bonus and free play rounds on top of that.
Oh, yeah. We give out jackpots in our e-tabs every single day, hundreds of them. So you definitely want to be checking them out because I guarantee you're going to find something you like, even if it is just the cash you get in your pocket.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But we carry on after the Vikings bingo from 12 to 1. We have the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent cards from 1 to 4 p.m. And today we have the Mega starting off at $25,000 and 43 balls or less. We have the Major at $6,880 and 53 balls or less. That's pretty crazy right now. And then we have the Minor starting off today at not a bad one. It's at $45 and 52 balls or less. Once it hits $50, it will switch up to 56 balls.
Yeah, and I have to double check for that Minor, but I think once it hits 7,500, that's when that ball count increases. And so we're inching our way closer and closer. I'm not 100% about that amount, so don't take my word for sure, but I think it will be clicking up in ball count soon. So if you don't hit in that 53 balls, it will be going up as you guys play.
Awesome stuff.
But right after that, we do jump into that Lucky 4 bingo that is awesome. It is at $57,751 if you take it home in those Lucky 4 numbers.
Yeah, that's right. But, that kind of starts off our Jackpot Hunter $1 card stream because we play it from 4 to 6 p.m. and we have 23 games during that span. And you can start off with the Mega Prize at $100,000 and 43 balls or less. There's always a chance at that one. But these prizes are a little bit more attainable because we have the Major at $16,566 balls. It's $66 in 51 balls or less. It's looking pretty good. And then we have the Minor starting off pretty good for today. It's at $176 in 56 balls or less. Once it clicks up to $200, which it probably will in the first game, it will get up to 60 balls or less.
Oh, yeah. So definitely come out to play. It's a ton of fun, and that's how you guys earn points for the Jackpot Hunter standings, which have been absolutely crazy as half of our players are in that 25,000 point club or higher now.
Yeah, that's some crazy stuff. We have some switch-ups happening in the top half of the standings, starting at 5th place. Elsa was dropped to 5th place from 4th place, now is tied up with Bull in 5th place.
I know, that is a big move, and so we're going to have to see which of those two players comes out on top. But the player to rival is Brother Nat, who had jumped up from 6th up to 4th, who pushed Elsa back. Now sits with 1,000 points ahead of him with 26,000.
Wow, definitely some crazy stuff. But we have a pretty crazy switch up in that 1st and 2nd place spot.
Yeah.
It is no longer Kev in 1st place. He's now in 2nd place. Ooh, sorry. Choking on my words a little bit. But in 1st place, it is now Bobo over at Two Brothers Bar and Grill with a 2,000-point lead now.
I know. I hope Kev takes notice of this because they've been holding on to that 1st place spot for quite some time. So hopefully we see a little bit of a fight for them to keep up the momentum. But if not, we have big-time players like Not Lucky accumulating points as well, trying to inch up these standings.
That's right. That's right. And we got some crazy location standings as well. Because starting it off, it's a newcomer in 10th place. It's the Sunset Grill over in Spring Lake Park.
Yeah, they are just 1,000 points behind American Legion Fridley, a big-time location. So we're definitely going to have to see what can happen. Other than that, everyone's been pretty much staying the same. But we've got more points getting accumulated as Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton officially is in that 50,000 point club with 51,000 in 2nd place.
Yeah, no, that definitely is pretty crazy stuff. It's crazy. Everybody is in the 25,000 point club now. So definitely congrats to all of those locations and players. You guys have been doing pretty good in those Jackpot Hunter standings this season.
Absolutely. But, I mean, they can't rival that #1 location right now because they have so many big-time players. They have 3 out of our top 5 that play there.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, Corner Barton Goodhue is having a season. So definitely great job. 131,000 points. That's almost like triple 2nd place.
I know. That is absolutely insane. So I can't wait to see what the record is when the season's over.
Oh, my goodness.
To see how much they accumulate. But if you guys didn't know, that Lucky 4 bingo has been rolling and growing for almost a full season and a half now. And so we've doubled your chances at trying to take it home. And you'll get another chance at it at 6 o'clock. So we'll have it starting our happy hour and ended it off for you guys. And you'll get another shot at that $57,751 jackpot.
Yeah, no, that is pretty crazy stuff. But following that final chance at Lucky 4 bingo from 6 to 10 p.m. tonight, we're going to be playing Skull Bingo, the $1 card cards. You can get a chance at the coverall that is worth over $51,448 in 50 balls or less. That's a pretty crazy one. Then we have the large frame at $458 in 43 balls or less. And finally, we have the line prize. It's starting off tonight at $45 in 10 balls or less.
Absolutely. Some of our Skull Bingo jackpots are the best ones of the day, so you guys definitely want to come out and play, especially because you get uninterrupted full 4 hours, because next Tuesday is when you start getting those interruptions again for our PGL nights. Our MegaSota game night kicks off at 6:40 every single Tuesday night. It's a ton of fun. We got great games, PGL points, and a jackpot jungle coverall that ends off the night that's already at $22,662 at a 54 ball count for you guys.
You know, that is pretty insane. But the very following night, we got Wild Wednesday. We play from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. We have a lot of fun PGL games in that one as well, with the same jackpot jungle finale, except it's the 25-cent card version of it, so you can get a couple more chances at it for a little. It's a little more bang for your buck kind of thing.
Yeah.
But of course, on the coverall, we have another prize too. In 52 balls or less, you could win $9,055.
Oh yeah, that's looking awesome. And our Wild have been doing amazing lately. So what better way to celebrate than come out for our Wild Wednesday?
Very true.
But if you guys want to be showing up for those nights and earning those PGL points, the only way you can do so is making sure you're signed up at pgl.world. Once you're a member of the Pilot Gambling League, you'll be able to have access to insider information like a monthly newsletter, and we'll actually get to showcase you in a newcomer spotlight.
That's right, and we have some people that did exactly just that, and we're going to sprinkle a little bit of beginner's luck over him because we're starting off with Ben. Just a little sprinkle. Because we have Ben Ruggles joining in, one of our Pilot employees here. We got Boss
it's about
Son.
time, right?
That's right. I know. Come on. But of course, then we got Boss Son, and we got Obi-Wan, and we got Kim J, we got DeSantos, we got Sark, and then Simone Bell.
Oh yeah, I always want to say Stark.
Stark,
I've been getting back into Game of Thrones, and now it's all I see when I see that newcomer.
That's super funny. Or potentially Tony Stark as well.
Yeah.
That's
an even better Stark.
I wonder if there's a theory that Tony Stark is like descended from the Westeros people.
I would probably disagree. I feel like Ned Stark is a very noble man, and Tony Stark.
Tony, not so much.
Not so much.
That's right. But of course, so welcome to the family, everybody. Hoping to see some big jackpots from you guys here soon enough. But a little something you can do right off the bat is get into the e-tip boards, because we opened them right back up for a Super Bowl Sunday. You can choose 5 squares for the Rams versus Bengals this Sunday, February 13th. Next Sunday, February 13th. Points are going to be awarded for the first, second, third, and fourth quarters. You play for free in the Player Connect app and earn PGL points for Season 11 if you win. Just launch up the app and select Sports Link, and you'll be all good to go.
Absolutely, but if you earn those PGL points, you'll need a little bit extra to rival this top 10, because we have finished out our 2 PGL days of the week, and so things have shaken up, and they will stay the same until next Tuesday. But as it stands, we've got Forget You D in 10th, Big Dog in 9th, Brizo in 8th, Sarah Honey in 7th, Nixon in 6th, Big Pimpin' moved all the way up to 5th.
Wow.
Kick Your Arizona sits in 4th, Wet Santa in 3rd, Keith in 2nd, and Bam Bam in 1st. I am super excited about seeing Big Pimpin' jump this high. I'm hoping that they can keep the momentum going.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That is some pretty crazy stuff. I mean, just in the thick of it now. Good job, Big Pimpin'. I was about to say Pig Pimpin', but,
Big Pimpin'.
That is not his name. But of course, we're going to get right into the location standings too, because we have some crazy stuff happening in here as well. I mean, starting it off in 10th place, we have a newcomer in the standings.
Yeah, jumping in.
Yeah, that's right. It's Leo's Sports Bar over in Mazeppa. Getting into the top 10. Nice job. Other than that, we have 8th place dropping from 7th place, VFW Northfield. Dropping from the top 5 in 7th place now, it's Blashko's Embassy Bar in St. Peter, but in the 1 Million Point Club.
Yeah, we now officially have 7 out of 10 of these locations in the 1 Million Point Club, and VFW Northfield is shortly behind. And I think even LJ's, if they get enough points, they could make it in there after one PGL day.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I could definitely see that. But then we have Beck's Pub and Becker actually getting into the top 5 from 6th place into 4th place now, so definitely nice job with that. Wait. Is VFW Austin and Beck's Pub, that might be a typo. I don't think they have the exact same amount of
No, they
points.
do not.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, no, they have just about 10,000 points above them.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, sweet. So definitely, but nice job, Beck's Pub and Becker, able to rise pretty nicely there.
Oh, yeah, super exciting stuff. But we still have Neeson's Gaylord in first, just absolutely dominating above the rest.
Oh.
And so we're going to have to see what can happen and what location gets a big play, because I know each night if a group goes to a specific location, it could really shake things up quickly.
Oh, yeah, very true. But if you want to know when is all the best times to play Pilot Games and all of that good stuff, give us a like and follow on our Facebook. Search up Pilot Games and you will see our logo. That way you can see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, those big progressives and jackpots, player pictures, and a lot more than that too. You can also click the website link on Facebook to see our link tree. It has links to bar locations, our other social medias like Twitter and Instagram, and a lot more than that as well.
Absolutely. It's a ton of fun, a great resource to check out, especially if you're new to Pilot. And you also get to see our charity spotlight of the week that we're going to tell you guys about right now. And we want to showcase American Legion Post 164 Stewartville. Their mission is to honor the dead by helping the living through veteran service, community service, national security, and a strong national defense.
That's right. And if you want to support American Legion Post 164 Stewartville, you can go to their location, Stewartville Legion Post. And they're actually right now home of first place PGL player Bam Bam.
Absolutely. It's a great location to go show some support to. But if you guys just want to stick around, we got Vikings Bingo coming at you in 10 minutes. And guys, remember, when you're playing Pilot, your community wins.
See you guys. If you buy
Gaylord with 1,516,160 points.
That's right. Make sure you guys are coming out on both of our PGL nights to get a chance at those points. But make sure you guys are signed up at pgl.world to get a chance at earning them.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
our Jackpot Hunter, especially with those new rules. We've been averaging 3 to 4 jackpots per broadcast. It's been a ton of fun, and that means these players have been accumulating points like crazy.
They really have. And in 10th place, we have Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 16,000 points. With 18,000 points, we actually have a three-way tie between 2A Girl over at Jimmy G's Bar, Tanker over at Shady's Railside, and Matt over at Shajank Boom Lounge, all tied up in 8th place. 7th place, we got Godness over at Mainline Bar and Grill with 20,000 points. With 23,000 points, we have the number 6 player, Brother Nat, over at CW's Bar and Grill. 5th place, it's Bowl over at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 24,000 points. With 25,000 points, the first player in that 25,000 point club. In 4th place is Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon. That number 3 player, it's Not Lucky at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 39,000 points. But then that number 1 player in the Jackpot Hunter standings is actually 2 different players, because Bobo over at Corner Bar and Goodhue has now tied up Kev over at the Deer Stand, both of them with 52,000 points.
Oh yeah, absolutely crazy. But on the location side of things, all of our locations are in that 25,000 point club or higher. Super exciting to see it this early on in season 11. We got Shajank Boom Lounge in 10th place in Grand Meadow with 26,000. 9th place, we got American Legion Fridley with 28,000. With 29,000 in 8th place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. In 6th place, we have a tie between Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale and Country Lounge in St. Paul, both with 30,000 points. 5th place, it's Duff's Tavern on Main in Vermilion with 32,000. With 33,000 right in front of them. In 4th is the Deer Stand in Deerwood. 3rd place, it's Concordia Lanes in New Ulm with 34,000 points. In 2nd place, though, jumping up into that 50,000 point club, it's that Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton, now with 51,000 points. But that number 1 location is skyrocketing above the rest. A Corner Bar Goodhue reigning in first with 127,000 points.
Oh yeah, well, keep on accumulating those points, locations, and players by playing that Jackpot Hunter $1 edition from 4 all the way till 6.
Absolutely.
There it is, 53 balls. Hey guys, and we are getting into some Vikings bingo. We have 41 seconds to get enrolled, $8,174 to win in this one because we got a really good jackpot that we've been building up for a while now. But we are streaming live on the Pilot TV's Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, as well as YouTube Live and the Twitch app. Our channel name on both YouTube and Twitch is MegaSota, so make sure you guys are checking in on both those streams.
That's right, and you may be watching on some of those brand new shiny Pilot TVs that we just installed at a lot of new locations, and those include Elks Lodge and Red Wing, Main Street Bar in Hopkins, the Blacktop Bar and Grill, Dar's Pub, Corner Bar in Goodhue, Ambiance on Albion, Old 16, and the Shenanigans Cheer and Chow.
Oh yeah, and balls dropping in this first game of Vikings bingo, but we've been giving out jackpots all week long. 16 jackpots for the rolling week, 63 jackpots for 63 jackpots for season 11. Wow. On pace right now to be just under 400 jackpots for season 11, and that's with basically removing all of the Jackpot Hunter minor jackpots that used to go out and help out those standings. But I mean, I think it's only gonna increase. January was a little bit of a slow month due to like holidays and everything like that, and so usually it's a slower month. But heading into February and March, we should see an increase in these jackpots.
Oh yeah, that's right. But we do got a winner on the line prize. It is Savage 455 over at Friar Tuck's Pub, taking away $10. Nice job, Savage.
Yeah, now we're working on a $10 large M. But adding to that jackpot total, we had 2 of them go out yesterday.
That's right. Started off with Jay Sarah over at Blue Line Sports Bar and Grill, taking away $4,460.
Yeah, I don't think though, even though that's a great prize, I don't think that's the one they were going after. I think that was the major in the Skull bingo,
that's right.
And wasn't able to take home that over 50 grand jackpot that's available in that one.
No, it was crazy. At least they were able to take away the major jackpot though. So it is something when you're going after that huge mega jackpot Skull bingo. But definitely nice job to Jay Sarah. And then up next on our jackpot list, we got one other winner. It was Daryl W. over at Elmdale's Watering Hole, taking away $962.
Oh yeah, well I already talked about this, and it's the Jackpot Hunter $1 editions, and we like to highlight them a little bit, even though they don't make our jackpot list due to the fact that they're under $600. Right. But we like to highlight them, like Slappy over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards was able to take home $560, as well as TSF over at Concordia Lanes, winning $442, but it didn't stop there.
Oh, yeah, no, that's right, because the last one wrapping up those jackpots yesterday, it was Big D over at Don's Corner Bar in Dundas, winning $383.
But we got Todd and Chris Paul and Donnie.
Wow.
All splitting that large M of $10. Good job to all those winners. And just seeing Donnie up there made me remember that I need to tell you about this whole new thing that I've been workshopping it on the broadcast for a little bit. And that's that Gordon, Will's twin, his nickname be Donnie.
Ooh.
And to end off, because it's Gordon, and then you can call him Donnie. Yeah, so it's Donnie.
Right.
But we got a winner on this one. Savage 455 taking home that $15 must-go prize. That means that jackpot's rolling into game number 2. Awesome. But I totally didn't expect it to actually work out. And Will, the whole entire time, I kept on saying it on air, and he's like, "Stop it, stop it." So then we go last night and we call Gordon, and he goes, well, I guess it's okay. And I'm like, yes, I'm gonna continue calling him Donnie.
I'm just gonna start calling him that too.
Oh yeah. And so now Gordon is Donnie to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. We successfully renamed someone we know.
Exactly, because Will's got all these great nicknames like Squilliam, all sorts of different things. Yeah. But Gordon, he was just Gordon, and I was like, he needs a nickname. So now he's Donnie.
Nice. That's some awesome stuff. But of course, straying a little bit from the world of bingo and Gordani, we got our new E-tab that just came out. It's some awesome stuff. It is Roaring 20s. You can time travel into 1920 and use standard decks with smaller prizes, or you can blast on into the future, into the 2020s, and play with more volatile decks with a higher chance of larger prizes.
Hey, pretty good stuff over there for those Roaring 20s. And if you want to see the promo of Roaring 20s, head over to our Facebook page. You can search up Pilot Games on your Facebook. Then you'll see our logo. Click on that, and you'll be able to see weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player picks, and more, like a website link that is our link tree that has links to bar locations, other socials, pgl.world, and more. more there as well.
That's right. So definitely go ahead and check that out. You can probably find this on there too, but we're about to tell you because we start off with our bingo schedule of the day every day with Vikings Bingo, the 25-cent cards. And we play it from 12 to 1 every day. You can see the jackpot we got right now. It's pretty crazy. It's over $8,140 and still steadily climbing. And you can always get it in 52 balls or less.
Exactly. Then after that, we got Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition that runs from 1 to 4. And there's actually, it's not many times where this happens. The major is actually at a better ball count than the minor, with the major sitting at $6,888. You go in 53 balls or less, and that minor jackpot is sitting at 52 balls or less at $45. You don't normally see that, but hey, good job to that major growing up, and definitely should go after that because it's a very doable jackpot. But that minor should be clicking up to 56 balls or less as soon as it gets over $50, so should be in the first couple games.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely get out there and try your luck on that major, and even the minor too, as it starts clicking up as well. That will definitely be a lot of fun on those Jackpot Hunter cards.
And you want to get warmed up before our Lucky 4 bingo sandwich, that's for sure. Because to get us started off for that Lucky 4, it starts right at 4 o'clock. And you have $57,000 on the line in that one. And then you'll get another shot at 6 o'clock. And in between there, it's 23 games at Jackpot Hunter.
Oh, yeah, no, it's awesome because we start off those 23 games with the Mega. It's at $100,000 and 43 balls or less. That major is at $16,566. You can get that in 51 balls or less.
That's pretty nice.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And that minor's looking good, too. It's at $176 and 56 balls or less. Once that reaches $200, they'll get to 60 balls or less, which will probably happen in the first few games there.
Yeah, and that's if it doesn't go out in 56 balls or less, because it's still super doable jackpot there. Well, after that 6 o'clock game of Lucky 4 Bingo that we already talked about, you got Skull Bingo. And we're going to be talking about Skull Bingo every time that we're live because there's $51,448 available in that coverall that you can win in 50 balls or less. But there's not just that jackpot. You got 3 different jackpots in that game. You got the coverall. You got the large frame that's sitting at $458, 43 balls or less, as well as a line prize that's sitting at $45 and 10 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, that is all looking pretty good. But we do have a winner on that line prize. It's Buckley over at Corky's Bar in South Haven taking away that line prize.
Yeah, and when we come back after the weekend, we're going to have one more day until we head into some PGL action because that gets started every single Tuesday. And it's really fun, 640 every single Tuesday. We have a coverall sitting at 54 balls or less on that Jackpot Jungle $1 edition that you could take home $22,662.
Awesome stuff. And then, of course, we have the very next night, Wild Wednesday. It's back from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, and we've been having a lot of fun with Wild Wednesday so far this season because our Wild have been doing amazing. So it's been pretty awesome doing that. But they have a lot of PGL games as well, and the same Jackpot Jungle finale, except it's the 25-cent card, so you can get a few more chances at it. Of course, on the coverall prize, though, in 52 balls or less, you can win over $9,055 before anyone even gets enrolled.
We got a large M going out to Drew Wren over at Billy's Rockford, $11. Good job, Drew Wren, as we have a nice run-up at this $8,000 jackpot. Maybe we can give it out on this lovely Friday.
Oh, yeah, very, very true. But speaking of days.
Yeah, we got
great national days.
Great national days. The first one is a little bit more serious, and definitely we need to be advised to it, and that's World Cancer Day. Every year on February 4th, World Cancer Day seeks to spread awareness for cancer. This day also focuses on prevention, detection, and treatment for cancer. I know it's so important to be able to detect that kind of stuff early, and early detection can save so many different lives, and so being able to talk about this kind of stuff is super important. And we also have our PGL champion, former champion, Cancer Sucks, and so a little bit of luck to her as well, as she's always out there fighting cancer.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Probably, hopefully not, actually fighting cancer.
Oh, yeah, no, we're talking about fisticuffs.
yes, exactly. She's fighting the metaphorical embodiment of cancer.
That's right. But we do got a winner. It's 3 Rail over at Third Rail Bar and Grill, taking away the coverall. But, yeah, this is a super important day to, raise awareness of and just, remember.
And, yeah, the detection is huge. I mean, that we'll always talk about that. We do have a winner. It's 3 Rail, winning $17 over at Third Rail Bar and Grill, taking it home in Big Lake.
Nice job. But, of course, up next, we got National Hemp Day. And on this day, it's always February 4th, National Hemp Day proudly weaves a celebration surrounding an industry with a long and innovative history.
Yeah, hemp has definitely become a lot bigger thing over the last few years, I feel like.
Yeah,
I see it on a much more.
So hemp used to actually be what we used to write on, like, as paper and stuff.
Yes.
And they actually, like, they stopped using it because they were like it was gonna it was too bad for the lumbering whatchamacallit
Wow.
economy and stuff.
Well, it's in the products it's included in is rope, textiles, clothing, shoes, food, paper, bioplastics, insulation, and biofuel.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's everywhere. It's such a useful, like, thing. Hemp is, like, we use it for a lot of different things. It's pretty cool.
I didn't even realize it because I always see, like, the hemp lotions at, like, the checkout places and stuff like
yeah.
that. But I didn't realize that it's just so widely spread in so many of our just daily items that we use.
Yeah, so thank you, hemp. And happy National Hemp Day to everybody.
This one's another great national day, National Homemade Soup Day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Love a good soup. February 4th heats up with National Homemade Soup Day. In every cuisine, soup provides a rich basis of flavor and history.
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite homemade soup?
Ooh, it's got to be the classic chicken noodle.
I was about to say it, too. That is definitely my favorite.
But, I mean, also, like, it's tough because tomato soup with grilled cheese.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is a top tier combo that it's hard to compete with.
Yeah.
So
Honestly,
it's 1 and 2, but it's like 1A, 1B kind of deal for that.
Exactly. I'd even take, like, a good, like, baked potato soup kind of thing. Though that's really good too with some crackers. And honestly, I'd even take, like, grilled cheese and chicken noodle, to be honest. I would eat that any day.
Yeah, grilled cheese chicken noodle, always a good one as well. Nikki, if you'd like to check in and tell us what your favorite soup favorite homemade soup is,
That's right.
we'd love to know. Plus, a homemade soup is just perfect for the wintertime because it's that warm thing. Like, especially if you come home after being outside for a little bit and you're like, oh, I need something to heat up my internal body heat. Like, soup does that like a charm, and it's healthier than a hot chocolate.
Very, very true. So definitely eat some homemade soup today. Maybe check in with the broadcast. Let us know what your favorite soup is, and we'll throw you out a little bit of luck for this Vikings bingo.
Yeah, definitely will do. But as I'm sure we'll probably get a check-in from Nikki about her favorite soup in just a little bit.
Right.
We got another great national day to go over.
That's right. It is National Create a Vacuum Day. And on this day, on February 4th, it explores the spaces void of matter. On this day, we are challenged to create one of those spaces, because a vacuum is created when the pressure inside a space is lower than the pressure outside the area. Yes.
Yeah,
right.
I have no idea how I'm going to make a vacuum. Oh, yeah. No, I totally... Yeah.
Armpit one.
Yeah, armpits. Yeah. So yeah, you can.
Or if you want to take it even more literally, you can manufacture your own homemade vacuum.
Yeah, we do have a third rail over at Third Rail Bar and Grill. Take it home. That $11 lime prize. Ooh, we got Nikki checking in.
Oh, okay. So Nikki was letting us know chicken noodle and vegetable soup and potato soup are her top 3. She couldn't decide on just one.
Oh, I totally can understand that one.
Yeah.
Between chicken noodle soup and potato soup, I'd struggle to pick as well.
Oh, 100%. And honestly, you give me a good vegetable soup and it can compete.
Oh, definitely can. And it's got that. It's a little bit more healthy for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Too, so,
exactly.
Which is always nice. National Creative Vacuum Day is really a really interesting day. I didn't really know that this would even exist.
That's right. Maybe instead you could do this little thing, or you can make your own vacuum, build it, whatever.
Maybe
or you can take it a step further and construct a black hole on planet Earth and just annihilate everything.
Yeah, I mean extinction.
And really, it's just a general extinction level event.
Yeah,
It's just mad scientist it today.
I mean, we're joking, but like, if you have the ability, please don't.
Don't do it. If there's some evil villain out there, like super villain, like it's like Lex Luthor sitting there like, I could do that.
We just gave him like the reassurance that he needed to actually go through with his plan.
He was like, I was thinking about doing that earlier, but this is a sign.
Yeah, no, definitely a great day. Maybe just
Just keep it to the armpit part.
Yeah, keep it to the armpit part. That's the most evil that I feel like you should be doing.
That's right.
We do have another great day, and this one is super huge, especially during the holiday season. And then that's National Thank a Mail Carrier Day, and we just finished up with that holiday season, so super important. National Thank a Mail Carrier Day on February 4th reminds us that someone makes sure the mail gets through 6 days a week, 52 weeks a year.
Oh, and before we go further, we do have Brizo at the Atomic Star Tavern taking away the large M.
Yeah, the day reminds us of how important mail carriers are to our daily lives. Take time out of your day to thank the mail carrier responsible for delivering your mail.
Oh yeah, that's right. But we do have a winner. We have three Rail and Ice at HR Pesties. 3 Rail is playing at 3rd Rail Bar, both splitting up that coverall prize. Nice.
3
job.
Rail is killing it right now.
They already have a hat trick.
Yeah, in game number 3, we're about to get enrolled into game number 4 of the broadcast, but we just talked about National Thank a Mail Carrier Day.
Right.
And since we're in February now, we're done with Christmas. We're done with the late shipments of Christmas presents. Right. Actually, you're not.
No, I'm not.
You're still waiting for your packages to be shipped, but that is not due to mail carriers. That is due to your own mother.
That's right. That's right. Procrastination runs in the family.
Yeah, well, you know, now it's going to be an even better surprise when they actually show up on your door.
Yeah, exactly. And no, because she's not shipping them anymore. She just decided she's going to wait until I go there to pick them up.
Well, you know, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Will that also be the
Free
first
shipping.
time that Reagan meets?
Yeah, that would be the first time, yeah.
Reagan meets your mom. Wow.
That would be pretty cool stuff.
Wow.
So an
Introducing significant others. Big stuff. I didn't
that's
realize because you guys have been together for a while now.
Yeah.
But like your
My
parents
family
all
live across the country.
Yeah, they live closer to Tony and Nikki than they do to you.
That's right.
And
that's right.
So it takes a bit of a drive to introduce the significant other.
Yes. That's right. Just a couple thousand miles.
We do have a little bit of Twins news to head into, and that is that we teamed up with the Minnesota Twins to play a great game. Twins win. Play wherever you play Pilot games.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And not too much news going on with them since we're kind of in the middle of, like, lockout right now. We can't make any, like, official moves. It was cool, though. We did sign Ronald Acuna Jr.'s, like, younger brother, like, officially.
Yes,
that was
exactly.
Some cool stuff.
No, getting those 3 overseas prospects I thought was a huge signing for our Twins and definitely super helpful. But what we're playing right now, it's Vikings bingo, and you guys are earning points towards the Twiking zone, and we've had some top-notch races happening in this Twiking zone.
That's right. Starting it off in that 10th place spot for the player standings, we got Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 34,000 points. In 9th place, we got Puba over at Muddy Cow Oak Park Heights with 38,000 points. In 8th place, we got Rodway over at Broadway Pizza in Blaine with 42,000 points. And they're actually, all those places are 4,000 points ahead of each other. From 10th to 9th to 8th, they're all 4,000 points ahead of each other.
Hey, that's a few wins away from each other.
Very, very true. So pretty close in those that kind of 3 span of players. But in 7th place, we got Sin Bob over at Corky's Bar in South Haven with 48,000 points. They're only 1,000 points behind 6th place, who's Steve over at Our Place on 3rd, who has 49,000 points. Now in 5th place, as we're getting into the top 5, it's Yo-Yo over at Valley Inn with 57,000 points. Also only 1,000 points behind 4th place Yo-Yo is, because in 4th place, it's Brizo over at Atomic Star Tavern with 58,000 points. In 3rd place, also only 2,000 points ahead, it's Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon with 60,000 points. And then you only take another 1,000 points to 2nd place, and it's Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine with 61,000 points.
Yeah, 5th all the way to 2nd place. Wow. It is so tight-knit. Yeah. I mean, it's at most 2,000 points separating one of those players from each other. I feel like a 5th-place player could easily be in 2nd when we come in tomorrow. I mean,
100%. I mean, it's looking pretty crazy, so expect some switch-ups pretty soon here in these standings. But in 1st place, a little bit safe lead they got right now. It's Looser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 76,000 points.
We got Vape over at Village Pub Lounge taking home that $11 line prize, and now we're working on this $6 I mean, not $6. 6 balls away for some of these players. This is $11 large M. But let's head into the location side. He says, I did see Gord out there playing. And so, he removed the Don.
Huh, remove the Donnie. No Donnie. It's just Gord.
Just Gord.
Yeah, Gord. The Gord.
I could only think of, like, the fruit. Is
Yeah,
it a
the
fruit or a vegetable? Is it Gord?
I think it's like, it's I don't know if it's a fruit or a vegetable. It's like kind of like how a pumpkin is like one of them, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's kind of like that sort of thing.
Okay. Well,
I'll
look it
while
up
you
while
go
I
in the
go.
standings, yeah.
10th place, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill with 46,000 points. It's 52,000 points. In 9th place, we got Main Street Pub in Kimball. 8th place, it's Eagles Rochester with 58,000 points. With 62,000 points in 7th place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue. 6th place, it's Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 63,000 points. With 68,000 points in 5th place, we got Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. 4th place, it's Corky's Bar South Haven with 69,000 points. With 83,000 points in 3rd place, we got American Legion Fridley. 2nd place, it's Our Place in 3rd in Faribault with 106,000 points. And then with 196,000 points in 1st place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park.
Awesome stuff. So it is a gourd is a fruit, and it's a berry.
Wow. A gourd is a berry.
That's right. Just like a banana is a berry.
Okay, yeah. I forget that bananas are
And
berries.
strawberries aren't berries. Raspberries aren't berries. Blueberries aren't berries, though. Raspberries aren't.
Dude, I refuse to actually go by the
like the scientific term of it.
Yeah. Because how can you call something not a berry that literally has berry in the name?
It's because of how far apart berries were named in the English language than when they were like scientifically named.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But we do have a large M going out to Tom over at VFW Spring Lake Park. Nice job, Tom, getting that $11 prize.
We do have a coverall. It's JWW over at Shortstop Tavern in Coon Rapids, taking home that $17 Musco prize on that 61-ball Musco. And now we're getting rolled into game number 5 of the broadcast. Craziness. I still can't believe that gourd's a berry. That doesn't make sense.
It's weird. It is so weird. I mean, it's just kind of like how an eggplant is a berry, too.
Yeah. We need to move on from this before I just keep on, like it'll just, like, go in my head in circles, and I'll be like, and I'll get frustrated with it. I'm like, no, they shouldn't be berries. Like,
no, stop it. Good, but as we'll stop talking about the whole berry debacle. It just pops in my head every random once.
It's a glitch in the matrix.
It's literally a glitch in the matrix. But straying a little bit away from the bingo side of things, we got our E-Tab side of things here at Pilot Games.
Yes.
And right now we're listening to Vegas. It's a lot of fun. It's a Las Vegas themed E-Tab.
It feels like you're heading over to Nevada to
right.
bet some big cash and win some huge amounts of money. But you can win huge amounts of money in 50 different of our Charitable E-Tab games because you can win up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. There's awesome bonus and free play rounds as well, so you can definitely win some huge cash. You can also win huge cash on our PGL nights and earn some huge amounts of PGL points, but you're not going to be earning those points unless you're signed up at pgl.world.
That's right, and you got to sign up on pgl.world to become a member of our league. That way, we compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great stuff in it, so definitely go ahead and do that. And we actually have, we kind of have a thing where we spotlight the new members and sprinkle a little bit of extra luck over them, and we're going to do exactly just that because we have some people that just joined.
Yeah, we got Ben Ruggles, Boston, Obi-Wan, Kim J, DeSanto, Sark, and Sa Money Bell.
Nice. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Hopefully, we can see some big jackpots from you guys here soon enough. But something you can do right off the bat is sign up for those e-tip boards because we just reopened them for Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, we're super excited. And it's as easy as using the exact same sign up that you use to sign into PGL.world into the Player Connect app. And you select that sports link right above your player icon, and you'll see the board. It's awesome. I picked my stuff out last 2 hour. And so I went with the good line, the line strategy. I saw some other people who were out there. They did more of the scatter shot.
Okay, the scatter. I like doing the knight chess move, where you kind of move up and then in the L shape.
Oh, wow, genius. I never would have thought of that one.
Wow. Line with other line.
See, I'm a big line guy, and so now that you're talking about like 2 lines being in the same one,
whoa.
I never do the scatter shot.
Yeah,
So
the scatter shot's like, I don't like the scatter shot. Not enough lines for me.
Not
But you brought up more lines for me. I don't know. It's you're
can I
convincing
redo
me.
it? Can I please redo it?
Can I please redo it? That's right. I'm gonna pick my squares right now. Oh, I see. Yeah, I do see the scatter shot you were talking about.
And then you see my line.
Yes, I do see the line. I'm gonna connect. I'm gonna do the. There we go. Okay.
Sweet.
So did a quick L shape.
So make sure you guys are coming out and filling out those squares. You can fill them all the way up until kickoff on February 13th. Points are awarded for the first, second, third, and fourth quarter of that Rams-Bengals game. You can play for free in the Player Connect app and earn PGL points for Season 11 if you win. All you got to do is launch that app and select Sports Link.
That's right. That's right. And we have those PGL standings to get right into, just so you guys can see where all these PGL players are at, especially after that Wild Wednesday and MegaSota game night we had this week. But we have a couple winners.
Yeah, it's a line prize going out to Daver at American Legion Fridley. Sergeant 6 over at River Store and Tavern. Good job to both those winners on that $12 large M. Now, line prize. Now we're working on the $12 large M. And some of these players in these PGL standings are so tight knit that a win in those e-tip boards could see them move up a few spots.
Oh, yeah, very, very true stuff. I mean, just starting it off in 10th place. In the player side of things, we got Forget You D over at VFW Austin with 285,000 points. Ooh, now in 9th place, we got actually falling from 8th place, it's Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 290,000 points. Now in 8th place, falling from 7th place, it's Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 322,000 points. In 7th place, falling from 6th place, it's Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 329,000 points. Now in 6th place was in 5th place, it's Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 330,000 points. It's a lot of people falling down a spot, but the reason they all were bumped down a spot is because of 5th place Big Pimpin'. They came from all the way from 9th place to 5th place, bumping up everybody. Big Pimpin' is playing over at the Alibi of Gilbert, and they have 342,000 points. Now in 4th place, we got Kick Your Arizona over at the Beach Club Bar and Grill. Kick Your Arizona has 345,000 points, only 3,000 points ahead of 5th place Big Pimpin'.
We do have a large M going out to GTZ over at the Midi in St. Joseph. $12 going to GTZ.
That's right, but now we're getting...
Wait, one ball right here?
Can we do it?
Not happening. Moving on to a $18 Musco coverall.
That's right, but now as we get into the top 3 of these PGL standings, it starts to get pretty crazy. Because in 3rd place, we got Wet Santa over at Duffy's Bar and Grill with 356,000 points. In 2nd place, we got Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 410,000 points. And in 1st place, able to helm up the standings for, weeks in a row now, it's Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post with 490,000 points.
And just perfectly on time, we got Dollar Bill over at Mana Hilltop, splitting it with Todd, who's playing at the exact same location.
Awesome stuff. Nice. They're probably kind of looking at each other across the bar right now like, should have been my coverall.
Should have just been to me. Or maybe they're playing together and they're like, yeah, good job.
Yeah, sweet. High five.
Hopefully. Hey, hopefully that can pay for your next few games. These are 25-cent games.
That's
so
right.
winning a few dollars can really help you put in a lot of cash towards these games. You got 2 minutes and 45 seconds to get enrolled in this next game with $8,370 on the line. And I'm going to talk about the location side of these PGL standings. 10th place, moving from unranked to 10th place, it's Leo's Sports Bar in Mazeppa with 832,000 points. With 894,000 points in 9th place, we got LJ's in Miltona. 8th place is VFW Northfield with 977,000 points. Really closing in on that 1 million point club. But in 7th place, you got to get into that 1 million point club. It's Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 1,031,000 points. With 1,068,000 points in 6th place, we got the Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. 5th place, it's VFW Austin with 1,079,000 points. Really getting bumped back the last few weeks after attaining that 2nd place spot just a few weeks ago.
Very true.
That 4th place location is Beck's Pub and Becker with 1,089,000 points. 3rd place, it's American Legion Cleveland with 1,146,000 points. 2nd place, Third Rail Bar and Grill. We're seeing them get wins right now over in Big Lake with 1,233,000 points, dominating PGL standings, maybe trying to try and get into that Twiking Zone standings.
Very true.
In first place, though, they've been dominating. It's Neeson's Gaylord with 1,609,000 points.
Wow, definitely good job to all those locations and players. But, moving on from the Twiking Zone, we now have a little bit of Minnesota Wild news to get into. And, we've been doing really good this season. We're 28-10-3. And we have a few reasons at this point in the season why we could be legit Stanley Cup competitors.
And there's actually more reasons, but the article that I was pulling this off of actually needed a subscription to be able to read it. But I started pulling from it before the subscription thing popped up on my screen, and so now there's 2 reasons instead of all 5 of them. And one of those 2 reasons is Kaprizov and Zuccarello. For the longest time, the Wild didn't have a legitimate franchise player. They do in second-year wing Kirill Kaprizov, and even better, they have an elite playmaker in Matt Zuccarello to pair with him. Together, that dynamic duo has been a cheat code on the ice this season. They lead the Wild in scoring, with Kaprizov sitting pretty at 53 points, 19 goals, 34 assists, and Zuccarello right behind him with 42 points, 14 goals, 28 assists. They have been unstoppable.
Oh, that's some awesome stuff. I love to see that type of thing on our Minnesota Wild. Just our players going crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not just those franchise starting players. It's also some other lines that have been killing it for us as well.
Exactly. Just like our grief line. You can ask any player in the NHL about the hardest line to play against, and there is a good chance they mention the trio that we got over here of Joel Eriksson-Ek centering Jordan Greenway and Marcus Foligno. Nicknamed the grief line for obvious reasons, the trio is a menace for opposing teams every single game.
Yeah, they constantly play against the best line on the opposing team and still have not allowed a 5-on-5 goal this season when on the ice together.
Wow, that is some crazy stuff. We do have a winner. It's Savage 455 over at Friar Tuck's Pub over at Forest Lake. Nice job, Savage.
Yeah, really, really good stuff. But they're not just a defensive group. They're offensively dominant as well, as Foligno has 27 points, 17 goals, 10 assists. Joel Eriksson-Ek has 23 points, 13 goals, and 10 assists. And Greenway has 14 points with 4 goals and 10 assists.
That is insane. That is quite a trio of statistics right there.
Yeah, and the good old grief lineup. Just those 2 reasons are reason enough to consider us Stanley Cup contenders.
Oh, 100%. I agree. You have the star player, and then you have all the role players, too, that are just, they're barely even role players. They could probably be, second or third best players on the teams on other teams in the NHL.
Exactly. And so, having that kind of depth and being able to put up a lineup like Joel Eriksson-Ek, Greenway, and Foligno out there to play against the best team, and then be like, okay, they're not going to be allowing any kind of goals as long as nobody gets in foul trouble. Yeah. And that is just some confidence that you can have on those with those players.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. So definitely good job to our Wild, able to dominate so far this season. But our next game is going to be Tuesday. It's going to be the Wild against the Jets. It's going to be the Jets are 18-17-7 this season, and that game will be at 7 p.m. on Tuesday.
Yeah, should be some really good stuff. And if you guys want to support our Wild, play Let's Go Wild. It's a great ETAB game. It's got the slap shot bonus round, which is super fun, so definitely check those out. But let's look up our Minnesota Wild that made the All-Star.
Oh, so they have the All-Star list already all?
Yes, they have 2 players. Okay. I think I can guess which 2 players it is, but we have a large M.
Oh, there it is. It's Savage 455 taking away the large M, and Share Bear over at Monticello VFW taking away the coverall prize.
Yeah, good job to all those winners in that. And it's going to be Kirill Kaprizov and Cam Talbot. Yeah, that's what it is. Forward, Kirill Kaprizov, and goalie Cam Talbot were named to the Central Division All-Star roster on Thursday, while forward Ryan Hartman is a candidate in this year's Last Man In ballot.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So, should be some really fun stuff. We get a little bit of a break from our regular hockey schedule until we get into the busy second half of February. Yeah. And so we should be primed, rested up to be playing some of our best hockey.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But I mean, speaking of, playing our best, we are just getting into our best, times of ice fishing right now.
Yes, we are.
It is pretty awesome stuff. I'm just going to get right into this fishing report. It's coming from the Lake of the Woods Tourism. It's by Outdoors Weekly, updated just a few days ago on January 28th. But coming from the south end, it has been a great week of ice fishing on Lake of the Woods for walleyes and saugers. Anglers are working through lots of small future keepers to find the eaters, slots, and trophy walleyes.
I like referring to that to like the small, like if you catch one that you can't keep, like future keepers.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a very positive way to look at it.
This is like, you're not quite big enough yet, little one. It's like soon though.
Train, become stronger.
That's right, like I'll be back. But of course, just continuing on with what we got going on here. Most ice fishing is taking place in about 28 to 32 feet of water right now. Resorts and outfitters are working hard to keep fish houses on fish. As the season progresses, it is important to work every fish. Electronics are helpful to show you when fish are below you, where in the water column, and how they are reacting to your lures and presentation. Suspended fish tend to be nice walleyes or tullibees. You can even work a combination of a jigging line and a dead stick, jigging spoons with a rattle tipped with a minnow head or a piece of tail, rippin' wraps, or simply a jig head and minnow for a jigging line. If the fish are finicky, you can downsize the presentation. On the dead stick, you can try a plain colored hook or a glow or glow red gold jiggle bit, or you can try a large crappie jig with a live minnow 6 inches off the bottom. You can jig your dead stick frequently to catch more fish.
Yeah, definitely be hitting those hitting the ice and trying to catch some fish. Definitely seems like some really good fish happening. With the colder days, some of that it'll be harder to catch fish, but you'll have to be a little patient, and you can find some stuff as well. And I'm pretty sure this week it was supposed to kind of mellow out temperature-wise and kind of get to a consistent temperature.
Nice.
So we may be seeing the fish increase in that bite. But as well as that, photos of you with fish are going to be increasing with that bite increasing. Hopefully we get more player picks as those jackpots increase to go out. And here's a reminder that when you're playing Pilot Games, to share those pictures with us. Either when you're winning that jackpot with a jackpot message and a smiling face, or it's just you with your friends, your favorite bartender, you having fun playing Pilot Games. Send a photo to us by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com, just sharing them through the messenger on Facebook, or by posting them onto any of our social medias with the hashtag Pilot Games.
That's right. So definitely some really cool stuff there. But we got balls dropping on this next game. You can see we have that line prize of $14 along with the large M, and we can get a chance at that $8,500 jackpot. It's looking pretty crazy.
Yeah, but a little bit of Vikings news ahead in as we're playing Vikings bingo, and O'Connell's since he is kind of solidified as being the Vikings' next head coach. Before I talk about Vikings news, we got a line prize.
That's right. It's Vern 1 over at Woody's Bar and Grill, taking away that line prize. Nice job, Vern.
It might be Vernal. Because I think it's an L.
I think it actually is an L this time.
I looked at the font on the other side.
I was thinking that too, but I was like, okay, like it's a line on there too. I'm just gonna say Vern 1 because it usually is Vern 1.
Yeah.
But I think I agree.
Yeah.
I think it is just
there
Vernal.
Yeah.
Vernal. Hello,
Good job,
Vernal.
But okay, Vikings news. O'Connell upcoming choice at defensive coordinator is humongous. If the Vikings offensive coordinator gets promoted at this time next year, good. O'Connell goes nowhere, securing continued offense until he's no longer the head coach. Vikings fan insider, the Zim era are they're not used to that phenomenon, as there's so many people who go all the time. The defensive side of the ball is a different animal. The next defensive coordinator will have autonomy, and if that man is promoted to another NFL team, well, Minnesota fans enter familiar territory and replacing the coordinator of a certain side of the ball. Yeah, they replaced so many defensive coordinators while Zimmer was the head coach.
Really?
And so, yeah, definitely I think they went through more defensive coordinators than he was the head coach.
Years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, it's insane. So
that is insane.
Very, very familiar territory for us. And we actually have a prime candidate for the defensive coordinator spot that I think I pulled up on the computer for you.
That's right. Here, let me get it up really quick. It was Let's see. Kevin O'Connell, Mike Patine.
It's Patini.
Patini. Okay, so Mike Patini is the head coach of the Cleveland Browns from 2014 to 15. There's plenty of experience coaching defense in the NFL.
Yeah, 1 second before you keep on talking about, we do have Gordy over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking home that large M of $14. I'm glad that you're giving us so many new nicknames for Gordon.
So Gordy, Gordani, just Donnie, Gordo. Gordo.
Yeah, we do have a $21 coverall prize. Todd over at Mana Hilltop Tavern taking home $21. Good job in a game number 7. Now we're about to get enrolled in game number 8.
That's right. But yeah, so Mike Patini, it looks like, he was just 2 years ago, he was the Green Bay Packers defensive coordinator as well.
And was the head coach for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, that's right, 2014 to 15.
Which I think is actually pretty big, even though it was a failed experiment of him at head coach. I love when new head coaches hire former head coaches as their coordinators.
Yes.
Because they can give them tips. They know what happened and why they failed. They're not idiots. They're still in the NFL being coordinators. Exactly. They know what happened during their tenure as the head coach, and they can then go give insight to those new head coaches and help them be more successful.
Yeah, no, exactly. And also, just some awesome stuff, too, is not only was he the Green Bay Packers defensive coordinator, he also worked as the defensive assistant with the Chicago Bears. So he's bringing experience with other NFC North teams.
Exactly.
Who could be competing with us next year.
Very, very familiar with the NFC North. Yeah. I like the pick a lot. When you talk about a guy that can help out being the head coach for O'Connell, help him through that transition of moving from a coordinator to a head coach.
Yeah.
You get a guy that is a defensive-minded guy that knows how to lead a defense all by himself because he was a head coach. He was a defensive coordinator for so many different teams. Yeah. You're confident in his ability. And I think just getting that brain trust of a bunch of good football knowledge guys around Kevin O'Connell so that he can use his offensive guru genius to the best of their ability on that offensive end.
Yeah, no, 100%. I can definitely see that happening. But actually, something to do with their offensive coordinator that I noticed. Our former offensive coordinator actually moved on to the Denver Broncos as their quarterbacks and passing game coach. And I thought that was pretty interesting. Because obviously we knew he was moving on, but it was just it was interesting to see him go there and work with potentially Drew Lock and stuff.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see who they do hire as their offensive coordinator, and if he gives him the play call responsibilities.
Very true.
Because I could totally see O'Connell taking over the play responsibilities and doing a lot of what Sean McVay does.
Yeah.
Because Sean McVay, he does it because he loves the competitiveness of calling his own plays and stuff like that. And so I could totally see Kevin O'Connell being that same way.
Yeah, no, that would be pretty exciting stuff to see. Hopefully he brings some of that Rams offensive excitement over to the Minnesota Vikings.
I think it would be perfect. I talked about it yesterday, which you weren't on air for, but the Rams were actually pretty close. I think we talked about it even on air during this summer about the Rams were trying to trade for Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that's literally that. Yeah, I saw that.
And they ended up trading Matthew Stafford, and now it's all history.
Exactly.
But
so the odds of trading Kirk Cousins now that O'Connell's head coach, slim to none.
Yeah, I think it's very, very slim. I think we're going to be looking at more of an extension type of thing to spread out his money for more years.
That's right.
And I think that would work out a lot better. And I also think that he's very comfortable with Kirk Cousins being his quarterback, as he was the offensive coordinator for the Redskins when Kirk Cousins was his coach, also his QB coach during that time as well. And then he obviously wanted him back on his team again by trying to trade for him to get him over there with the Rams.
That's right. So definitely something to keep in mind as we're starting to go forward with all these new head coaching and general manager activities and stuff like that, starting to build our roster over the offseason. But we have a winner. It is none other than Borgie over at Pine Island Liquor Store. Nice job, Borgie, taking away that $11 prize.
Now we're working on an $11 large M as we head into our Jackpot Hunter standings. Sitting in 9th place, we actually have a two-way tie. It's Tanker at Shady's Railside and Matt at Shajank Boom Lounge, both with 18,000 points. With 20,000 points, it's Godness over at Mainline Bar and Grill with 20,000 points. With 22,000 points in 7th place, we got 2A Girl over at Mars Brothers Liquor. Now we move on from the no-point class to the 25,000 point class, because in 5th place we actually have a two-way tie, both with 25,000 points. That's Bowl at Corner Bar and Goodhue and Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon. The number 4 player is Brother Nat over at CW's Bar and Grill with 27,000 points. With 39,000 points in 3rd place, we got Not Lucky at Corner Bar in Goodhue. And then we got the big flip once again. Yeah, it's in 2nd place, Kev over at the Deer Stand with 54,000 points, getting passed up by Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue, who has 57,000 points.
Wow, that is crazy. Only 3,000 points between them. So that I feel like there could still be another switch up happening.
Oh, I completely agree.
Yeah. But other than that, getting into these location standings now, it's a 9th place tie. It's a 9th place tie starting it off. Because in that 9th place tie, it's Shankaboom Lounge. They're a newcomer into the standings, coming from outside, tying up with American Legion Fridley. They both have 28,000 points. Now in a 7th place tie, it's Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale and Country Lounge in St. Paul. They both have 30,000 points in 7th place.
We got a split win on this large M. Ryan and Elsa, both splitting $11 going in your pocket, and we did click over on that coverall jackpot to a $17 must-go.
Awesome stuff. But now, following that 7th place tie, in 6th place, it's Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, and Coon Rapids with only 1,000 points more, 31,000 points. But they did manage to rise from 8th place to 6th place, so definitely pretty good stuff for Carboni's.
We got Ryan over at St. Mathis Bar and Grill in Fort Ripley, taking home that $17 coverall prize, and that means that jackpot is growing and rolling into game number 9.
Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. But so 6th place, it was Carboni's Pizza. Now following them in the top 5, in 5th place, it's Duff's Tavern on Main in Vermilion with 32,000 points. Also, only 1,000 points more than 6th place. But in 4th place, we got the Deer Stand over in Deerwood with 35,000 points. In 3rd place, we got Concordia Lanes in New Ulm with 42,000 points. And in 2nd place, we got Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl in Dayton with 51,000 points. Good job getting the 50K point club. But in 1st place, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue with 132,000 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really, really good stuff for Corner
Pretty
Bar and
good.
Goodhue. I mean, but they got some top-tier location players playing there, like Bobo and Bull both playing there. And I think also Not Lucky plays there as well, all helping out points for Corner Bar and Goodhue.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But following all of these Jackpot Hunter standings, good job to all of you and the players and locations as well. You guys are all doing really good. We got some celebrity birthdays to get into, though, and we got some pretty awesome ones today, actually, as I'm kind of skimming over.
Oh, yeah.
Starting off with, at the beginning of the 20th century, 1902, Charles Lindbergh. He was an American aviator who was the first to fly solo across the Atlantic.
Yeah, I mean, huge. I mean, any of those flight, first to fly kind of things, like, is absolutely insane to me.
Yeah.
Because you're going up in the air and, like, you're trusting that thing can get you all the way across.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little bit more than, like, hopping in a carriage to like, go across the country or something like that.
I agree. I think it's like, it's almost like, it's like kind of sailing a boat. It takes skill to fly a plane across a whole ocean.
Yeah.
I mean, so just the skill of being able to, do that for that long, and also just kind of like being the first to do it, that's brave stuff.
For sure.
Pretty crazy. So very happy birthday to Mr. Charles Lindbergh.
Born in 1912, we got Byron Nelson, an American golfer, winner of 5 major titles and a record of 19 tournaments in 1945.
Wow, that is crazy. 19 tournaments?
Dude loved golf, I guess.
Yeah, hey, happy birthday, Byron Nelson. That's some pretty funny stuff. But super impressive. 5 major titles. That's awesome. Happy birthday, Byron. But up next, this is a super important one, just, in history and stuff. It is Rosa Parks' birthday today, born in 1913. She was an American civil rights activist, and she refused to give up her seat on a bus to a white passenger.
I mean, it was huge. Really made headway through a lot of the country, putting a highlight on the craziness that was happening in America. And so a huge one that stood up for herself and did so in a way that changed the country.
Yeah, no, exactly. Just kind of almost sparked the civil rights movement and stuff. It was huge stuff at the time.
Well, and I'm guessing that probably part of the reason why we're celebrating Black History Month in February is due to her birthday being on this month as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that did actually have a lot to do with it. But
like, I think there's other reasons for February too. I think. If I had to look it up, I don't know the facts enough to talk enough about it. So happy birthday, Rosa Parks. I mean, one of the biggest icons in American history.
Oh yeah, 100%. So definitely cool stuff. But up next, born in 1940, this is a pretty cool one. It's George A. Romero. He was an American-Canadian director known for The Night of the Living Dead. He was really pioneered the zombie movie, just people going crazy over zombies.
We literally have a game that's named after that movie, Night of the Winning Dead.
Yeah, Night of the Winning Dead, exactly. So definitely super iconic director. But we do have a winner. It's GM Red over at American Legion Fridley, taking away that line prize. But yeah, George Romero, super awesome stuff. I know there was actually a funny thing when I was more in middle school. There was this new Call of Duty game that came out.
Okay.
And in the zombie version of it, but they had a game mode where you could fight zombies and stuff. And they actually had a map that was based off of one of his movies.
Really?
And he was one of the zombies in it. And he actually modeled for it and got green screen stuff all done, motion capture and all of that.
That's awesome.
And it was really, really funny. My grandma really liked it. She likes George Romero.
Yeah, I'm glad that he could get a little bit of a shout out in that, since he was such a big contributor to that zombie film kind of industry. Next celebrity birthday, born in 1948, is definitely a household name, Alice Cooper. American theatrical rock singer and a songwriter, did School's Out and many other hits.
Oh yeah, that's right. So definitely very happy birthday to Alice Cooper. But up next, I mean, this is one of the greatest just NFL players in history. Born in 1959, it's Lawrence Taylor. Before I go further though on who Lawrence Taylor is, we got a winner.
Ryan over at St. Mathis Bar and Grill in Fort Ripley taking home that $11 large M as we got two balls. Try and give out this $8,000 jackpot. Doesn't look like it's happening. We're moving on to a $16 must-go coverall.
Well, that's okay, but we do got Lawrence Taylor's birthday today. He was an American NFL player, considered the greatest linebacker in NFL history for the New York Giants.
Yeah, absolutely was a ridiculous player. I mean, came in at 6'3".
We do have a winner. It's Share Bear over at Montellis VFW, taking away the coverall. Nice job, Share Bear.
6'3", 240 pounds.
Oh, yeah, that's
absolute. I mean, also known as LT, just was a huge force in the NFL for so many years for those New York Giant teams.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, just able to move the way he could at that height and weight, at that time in the NFL, too. I mean, the dude was just a force to be reckoned with, so very happy birthday. But up next, we got a country man.
Yeah, Clint Black, American country vocalist, killing time as well as a better man. That's what he sang, and let's look him up so I can see if I recognize him.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I know a better man. I know some of the songs, like Killing Time and stuff like that. So he's definitely iconic. Just doesn't have that iconic face.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I'm not super country in the late 80s and 90s. I'm not very knowledgeable.
I honestly
about
like
it.
that country way better.
Really?
Like that country, I feel like compared to the 2000s country since 2000, I just cannot stand it.
Yeah, when I say post 70s country is I just kind of don't know anything.
Oh, really?
Like 60s and 70s is more where I'm at. Even a little bit of 80s because Willie Nelson was still making a lot of music at the time. But that's kind of
it definitely does get a little worse after the 70s.
Yeah, a little bit. And then Billy Ray Cyrus comes onto the scene and just saves country with his one hand.
Then Taylor Swift comes onto the scene and
resurrects the country genre.
Good old Tay-Tay.
That's so funny.
We got 1 minute and 30 seconds to get enrolled into this next game. We got a little bit of Timberwolves news to go over as they were able to beat the Pistons. Anthony Edwards scored 25 points in that game, and Karl-Anthony Towns added in 21 and 14 for the Timberwolves to beat the Pistons 128 to 117 on Thursday night.
Awesome. Yeah, Taurean Prince had another nice night. That's awesome. He added 23 points to help Minnesota win its third straight and fifth in 6 games.
Wow.
Minnesota actually got off to a fast start, taking a 21-11 lead with 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. but the Pistons outscored the Timberwolves 22-10 to take a 32-31 lead in the second quarter. The Pistons then led 67-65 at halftime before Minnesota started to pull away in the second half.
Yeah, so I mean, it was really nice to see our guys rally behind that deficit, and because we've been attending in the games that we win, we get off to a really hot start and we get a really huge lead, and we just maintain that lead. But the fact that we were able to come out from a half-point deficit, go and get the win, was huge for us.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I mean, just able to get in those wins that we're supposed to win. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Especially against the Pistons. They're not one of the better teams in the NBA. They have a lot of young.
I think they're on their
talent. Six loss, like on their losing streak.
Yeah, they have 6 losses in their streak right now.
Yeah, not great for the Pistons, but hey, looking good for their next lottery pick.
Yeah, and maybe helping out our Timberwolves get another win this Sunday as they're playing the Pistons again at 2:30.
Nice. Yeah, probably will get another win in, unless they're right now the Pistons do have that like low key like star factor of Cade Cunningham to where he could just like drop 35.
Exactly. You got Cade Cunningham and Jeremy Grant that are really, really talented players, and so they can win any kind of game. But here's a Minnesota fun fact. Minnesota has one recreational boat per 6 people. That's 909,528 boats, more than the population of South Dakota and North Dakota.
Oh, well, that's some pretty crazy stuff. We have a lot more boats than the Dakodians do have people.
Yeah, we got a line prize Devious MC over at Harry's bar in Hill City, taking home that $10 line prize.
Nice job, Devious. But we got some we got a little This Day in History to get into. It's a pretty cool one. It's on February 4th in 2004, a Harvard sophomore named Mark Zuckerberg launches the Facebook with the at the beginning. It was the Facebook, a social media website he had built in order to connect Harvard students with one another. By the next day, over 1,000 people had registered, and that was only the beginning. Now known simply as just Facebook, the site quickly ballooned into one of the most significant social media companies in history. Today, Facebook is one of the most valuable companies in the world with over 2 billion monthly active users.
Yeah, I mean, super impressive. I don't think Facebook's going anywhere anytime soon. And if anything, they're expanding into that metaverse stuff.
That's just weird to me. That's so crazy.
In the virtual reality world. And so they're definitely going with the times. And, I mean, it was a huge day when Facebook did. It connected so many college students. And was a huge college resource for a lot of those first few years, helping kids be able to connect with other college students, and then now has become like a social media platform that just everybody uses to connect with anybody.
Yeah, exactly, like anywhere in the world. But we do have a winner. It's Juicy Loser over at VFW Columbia Heights, taking away that large M. Nice job, Juicy Loser.
And as we're working out for this jackpot,
hey, come on now.
Doesn't look like we're doing it. $16 must-go coverall. Our charity spotlight of this week is American Legion Post 164 Stewartville. Their mission is to honor the dead by helping the living through veteran service, community service, national security, and a strong national defense. The people who support American Legion Post 164 Stewartville is Stewartville Legion Post. They're home of the #1 player, Bam Bam, in our PGL standings.
That's right, but we have a winner on this last game. It's Bryzo over Atomic Star Tavern, taking away that coverall. And since we were not able to give out that jackpot today, that means it will be rolling on over to tomorrow. So come out tomorrow from 12 to 1, get 10 more chances at this crazy jackpot.
And remember, when you play Pilot Games, your community wins.
See you guys.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
Saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
guys, and some of the best parts of doing what we do is giving out those giant jackpots that we give out on a pretty regular basis.
On an everyday basis.
Yeah, I mean, we've given out 17 for the rolling week, 55 for season 11 already, just at the end of this weekend. And we gave out a bunch of jackpots this weekend. I think it was 7 in total.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, we love it. And I love that they've been adding to that total jackpot score. But starting it off on Friday, we had Huntley over at Clay's taking home $938.35.
Really good stuff. We also had Kylie over at Blasco's Embassy Bar taking home $3,482.
Oh, yeah, but on Saturday, we had Rock Chalk over at Lindsay's Barbecue and Grill taking home $705.
Oh, yeah, and Saturday was a huge day because there's still 3 more jackpots to go over. One of them being Travis over at Lava Burger taking home $697.
Sounds like a tasty jackpot.
It definitely does.
But we also had Patriot 22 over at the Muddy Cow Coon Rapids, who took home $990 on Saturday as well.
Then that final Saturday jackpot was Nor over at Menard's Restaurant Rogers taking home $1,107.
That's right, but we only had one jackpot to end off our Sunday, and that went out to Lundy over at Riverboat Depot, who got to take home $924.
Oh, yeah, well, keep on playing this week and seeing if you can take yourself home a great jackpot.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, and we love playing Vikings Bingo, but you combine Vikings Bingo with Twins Bingo, and you get the Twiking Zone. And we've had some tight-knit races in this Twiking Zone. You want to hit that player standings first?
Oh, I'd love to. Starting off in 10th place, we got Bobo over at the Corner Bar Goodhue with 32,000 points. Next up in 9th, we got Pooba over at Meister's Bar and Grill with 36,000. 8th place, though, is Broadway over at Broadway Pizza Blaine with 42,000 points. With 48,000 points in 7th place, it's Simbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven. 6th place, it's Steve at our place on 3rd with 48,000 as well. Looks like they're tied now, also with Yo-Yo over at Halfley's Bar. But we also have Brizo at the Atomic Star Tavern in 4th with 49,000. 3rd place, we've got Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon with 54,000. 2nd place, it's Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley with 56,000 points. But our number 1 player right now is Looser Dave over at Finlayson Municipal Bar with 59,000 points.
Yeah, good job to all of those players. I mean, some really nice ties there. In the location side of the standings, though, in 10th place, we got Broadway Pizza in Blaine with 44,000 points. With 49,000 points in 9th place, we got Main Street Pub in Kimball. In 7th place, we got a 2-way tie between Eagles Rochester and Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale, both with 54,000 points. With 59,000 points, we got in 6th place Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. 5th place, it's Corner Bar and Goodhue with 60,000 points. With 69,000 points in 4th place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. 3rd place, American Legion Fridley with 83,000 points. Now, with 98,000 points, super close to getting to that 100,000 point club, it's our place in 3rd and Faribault in 2nd place. But the number 1 location, they've been in the 100,000 point club, and they already have 172,000 points, and that location is VFW Spring Lake Park.
Absolutely. We played this